Welcome, folks, to a spectacle, a tremendous light show hyping up this crowd as they get set for this matchup here tonight. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 11th ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. Today Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. This deep to get us going. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The Longhorns offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. Not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
Good throw. The catch is made.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind him for some great yards.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Well, they run it right into a blitz. That linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's a keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner elects to fair catch and no return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense gets their first crack down. They will go up against a secondary group that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down my receivers and take away the opponent's passing.
Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today?
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. It's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tough.
Taking a shot deep down the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
So a third and short, they elect to go for the deep ball, and they fail to connect. Now they've got a very tough decision ahead of them on fourth down.
And the Wolverines will have to kick it away. It's just the first punt for this offense tonight. This will be fair caught at the 30. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Caught by the receiver. Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
And completion makes it second and short. Handoff to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On third down, it's a handoff. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches.
Now, fourth down.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. And they'll kick it away now for the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Pass complete and second down now. They'll hand it off. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's a run. Running back's got it. He's got the first and still going. He make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up with a first down at the 47.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Wolverines will line up on first and 10. Looking for some space. It's Haynes. Sends right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is not loose. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Using his legs here. They chase him down and try to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down.
I just love the fact he doesn't take a sack here. In fact, I'm sure he can imagine hearing his coach saying it's third down, do not take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He didn't quite get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yards.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fielded near the 20. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Some strong run defense there makes it second and 10 now from the 25. It's Moore. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back. It's Manning. Pressure is coming. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. On first down, it's play action. Let's it fly to the wideout. With the catch, it's Morgan. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Otis Novak and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
Getting set up. Here's second down. They'll run it to the right side. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You don't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 for that first down loss. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be impossible.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
One of those critical 3rd down plays come out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw over the middle. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
He's tackled at the 27. And first down for the offense.
So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Back's got it again. The back has been busy, but very little short tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Clean toward the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
That makes the score Michigan 7, Texas 0.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. To throw, it's Manning. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. As the 1st down is still going. He's brought down and not before getting into enemy territory at the +47.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Ball handed off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
Wants to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's more. And they convert on 3rd down. Move the ball to a 36.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Powers through.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Trying to find some room. It's Baxter. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking downfield. It's Manning. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They convert on third down and move the football to the 25.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They're going to run it. Fighting them off. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. Longhorns are going to cash in here in the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Now he's stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they slow the game down with a long, winding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And man, do they make that look easy.
Kicking team out for the PAT trial. And there's the point after. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring it down at the 16. Michigan offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And he stopped again. They've got patience with the ground game, but just nowhere to run tonight. That's been a big theme.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Tailback takes the handoff again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Not over the middle. It's McCulley. Tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball at the 34.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on third down. Sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a first down.
And the Wolverines will have first and 10 here. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback keeps the football. He's found some room at the 45. He's in the clear at the 20. Finally brought down all the way at the 6-yard line. Puts him in great scoring position.
Well, he beats the defense with his legs and his speed, but also with his mind. Does a nice job of coming down the line, reading the defense, making the decision to keep the ball, and then finding that lane to pick up those great yards.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. He'll hand it off. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7.
That makes the score Michigan 14, Texas 7.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Now it's second down here. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Makes a quick grab. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to lead the stumps.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Short connection with a tight end here. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Keeps a QB draw. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And it's caught. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Timeout is called. Touch strategy late in this close game as halftime approaches.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handle. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one.
Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Manning. Deep shot toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down. So the pass interference in the end zone will cost the defense 15 yards and move the offense closer now into scoring position. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Throwing in the rain can be very dangerous. The timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver can be off. Here, the quarterback takes a chance and forces the ball. Give credit to the defensive back for locking in there and coming up with that big interception.
Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. Somewhat conservative call, but content to take this lead into the locker room. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. The turn begins inside the 10. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. He'll try a pass here. But it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, but he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Wow, listen to this crowd noise. The stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They keep beating the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominating the line of scrimmage.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. He brings up 4th down.
And this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this 3rd down. We'll see what happens with the decision on 4th down, but the defense looks like a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And there's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Third down play for this offense. To the air, it's Manning. Grab down the middle, it's Washington. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And now the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Handed off out of the shotgun. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that 1st down mark.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Trying to convert with a sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Longhorns trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Game 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
The 10th play of this drive is a 3rd down and goal. Looking to pass, it's Manning. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's the thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Defense is coming after him. The pass rush gets home.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
These big guys up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Grab behind the line. It's Morgan. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the 3rd quarter. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick throw caught on the left side. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Dropping back, it's Manning. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
But I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. The returner is brought down. Gets it started with the next drive. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Here comes a handoff. The Wolverines are on the move here.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
How aggressive will they be on this 1st down play? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive moving. They'll try the option play here. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery and turnover.
What a great job by this defense of stringing out that option and making the quarterback hesitant on whether to keep or to pitch. Because he was hesitant, it allowed the defense to get to him to knock that ball loose.
Here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass, the catch is made. Taken out, but not before, and makes the first down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Also 7 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
We get to the end of 3. It's been a tremendous competitive battle here as we check out some of the stats so far. And let's see how this one unfolds in the final quarter set to get underway. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Breaks free. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
This is a crucial third down play. To try a field goal from here would be 61 yards. To throw, it's Manning. Close to the tight end. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
The Longhorns will have to punt this one away. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. He moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Great move in the open field. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense up behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The Wolverines lining up here on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle all the way down to the 17.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Play fake, looking to throw. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's a good run defense.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, you're going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Third down play here out of the shotgun. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
Not necessarily something you would recommend, but when you know your talent, you know your talent. This quarterback does what you would not expect him to do, puts the ball into double coverage, and guess what? The receiver comes down with it for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Michigan 21, Texas 14.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional. That's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Manning. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the 4th quarter, trailing. You think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The short completion of the tight end. The reception gets about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Longhorns will line up to kick it away. Hunter coming on for the 6th time tonight. This one will be fair caught. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. Running with purpose. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Going backwards to open up this series. 2nd down and 16 now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. A deep shot to the left side. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Here comes 3rd and long, trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Motion by the back, defense better adjust. The pass rush closing in. Trapped again in the pocket.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the fair catch is made. Always tricky to field punts in this kind of rain. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Chewing clock with the running game. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. In a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here we go, a crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. He keeps it himself.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Wolverines offense is on the move now. QB decides to keep it here. Great cut there. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. 2nd and short. This offense can keep this up. They're going to wrap the game up comfortably. Breaks into the clear. They've got him down, but the first down they needed to just run the clock out.
Well, he keeps it on the option, and it's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. And it's a kneel down.
Oh, man, there's nothing like taking a knee on the road to run out the clock and take home a victory. Because, you know, they've been hearing it all game long from these fans on the road. This time, they get to go home with a W.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.